let's backtrack a little bit. I won't keep you too much longer, but what year was that when you first started CrossFit?
Oh man, 2012 or
Oh,
2013.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I've been
it's
doing it a
been,
while.
yeah, it's been a while. And
Yeah.
like you said, there's so many things with CrossFit that, you kind of use all of your previous workout experience, baseball experience,
Mhm.
that it's going to come together. And then there's a lot of philosophies and theories out there that like we have windows of like physical development throughout our childhood. So like just you going to the personal trainer at 12, through high school and doing all these balance things, even though, yeah, we need to kind of brush off the rust a little bit and get used to those movements again. Just the fact that you had all of that exercise background, athletic background, that is probably helping you a lot with, picking up CrossFit and doing all of these things today too. So that's
Yeah.
something that all of these things play a part in your journey that comes together at the end. And like you said, for firefighting, you need to be physically fit. You need to be able to, people definitely need to count on you, right? You don't know what types of situations you're going to be put in, right? Not only mentally, but physically, right? So all of that is great to hear. I do want to touch on a little bit because, we've heard bits and pieces of your workout experience, exercise
Yeah.
experience, and things like that. Let's talk a little bit about just firefighters in general, because I shared with you, I know firefighters too. And then, just strength and conditioning and what they're doing to keep their body fit and everything. What are some things that you think will help these kind of professionals? Because it doesn't always have to be, and it might not always be physically demanding, but when you have to respond to an emergency, you never know what types of things you're going to have to do. And the training outside of those emergent situations, right? That's going to really help you to prepare your body to make sure that you can do this safely and be, someone that they can count on, right? Whoever needs your help. So talk a little bit about that, kind of how your training has complemented what you need to do as a firefighter. And also like, what do you think would help more firefighters, maybe even starting off in their career? What would help them to kind of have a good approach with strength and conditioning?
So I mean, I know CrossFit gets a bad rap, but I mean, that's where I would start. And again, it comes back to just doing things the right way.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really haven't been in a CrossFit gym since I started with fire.
Okay.
And it's because of that. It's because that was not a priority in the places I had been up to this point. In terms of just, let's make sure we're doing things right first, rather than focusing on the outcome. So it's a process. I mean, I know that's cliche and that's very canned, but with CrossFit, it really has to be, or else injury. And I mean, it's very prevalent in CrossFit. And that's why, is because people are focused on the outcome. They're focused on the weight, the number at the bottom line, the fact that they do these workouts at a prescribed weight and a prescribed movement. I can tell you right now, not having been in a CrossFit gym in 3 years, but still doing variations of it and my own thing, I would go back into a CrossFit gym and I'd scale probably the first week or two of me being back in a CrossFit gym. And that's just, it's being smart. But CrossFit, what it kind of relays or helps with firefighting is that unknown. Is the unknown of how you're going to feel in a certain workout, a certain situation, how the workout or how the movements are going to make each other feel. Because that's one thing I've learned is the opposing movements. You don't have to do much to really get your butt kicked with those opposing movements. So that's a great start. I mean, it doesn't even need to be lifting weights. I mean, push-ups and pull-ups. Figure out how you can implement those two movements with maybe an air squat into a workout. And you know what? You're going to feel like that push and that pull are going to really work against each other. And then your legs are going to get crushed because you're going to have to use your legs in some way to keep yourself strong on the push-up. So again, it's the unknown of CrossFit. It's the different workouts. It's that you can have something different thrown at you each day, whether that's running a 5K to, you might end up doing a Grace or a Fran or whatever. I forget the names now. I mean, where you're doing 30 snatches per time.
Mm-hmm.
It's all different.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in addition to that, it is getting in situations that make yourself uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, CrossFit, uncomfortable, but you're also having to count. You're also having to like keep track of things.
Yeah.
Like, and keep track of your body.
Yeah.
When you're doing this workout.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to firefighting, where you're going into a situation you don't know about. And when you're in that situation, you're having to do physically taxing things,
mm-hmm.
but you're also having to think in the process.
Yeah.
You can't just let your mind go blank.
Yeah.
Because that's when something around you just, the unknown really takes hold.
Yes.